Welcome back to learning PowerPoint as an artistic medium. And yesterday, when I tried playing you my YouTube video, it was not playing. So I'll just learn as I go along how these things work. But I think you should be able to see it now. And let me speed up how fast I click through these. Because there's like 600. On YouTube, it does it in 38 seconds. And these are all just one image at a time, filling it in like with the lines like we did yesterday. And let me just hold it down, see what it does. If you can see it. Maybe not. Okay. So this one was fun. All I did was change the shapes on these. And so on and so forth. This is my favorite. It just looks like it's coming down into little lips in the middle. All right. Well, we can go back to that later. I just wanted to show you. So I'm gonna just close that out. Sorry, guys. Pull up Kitty. I renamed it Kitty. Kitty. Right. And if you saw the picture for the event, this is the picture. These are all just images that I had created before and saved as pictures. If you do a right click, yes, right mouse click, save as picture, and then you just save it. But I want to do these, I'll call them eyeballs. I'm going to show you how to use the transition, right here, transitions, the morph button. It's really cool. These are all different transitions. Let's see, click preview, so that, okay, so there's nothing going on yet. Let's do random bars. See how they all random bars. That was kind of cool. So we're gonna go back to morph though. But you guys are going to need some eggs of your own. So I'm going to go to the top here, find insert, shapes. So we'll use this guy. You could use any of the shapes. But I think the egg is going to look the best for what I would like to show you. And again, when you make the image and insert it, it has the blue background. So we're going to go up to the top, design, back over to the right, format background, and it gives you options. Right now it's on solid fill, and it defaulted to the, I'm not sure what you would call that, the back. So this image, you can tell I have it clicked. For one thing, it is blue, matches the blue of it. You could keep it all one color if you want, but I'm going to, excuse me, gradient fill. See how it filled that in? So what that is we'll scroll down here, and these ribbons of color right here, they're all different colors. Sometimes they hide underneath each other. Can you see on that highlighted one how it's changing? So you can have up to 10 of these little ribbons of color. So let's add, make a color. Okay. So these are recent colors. What I'm going to do, excuse me, you can't see me doing this right now, but I'm going on my PowerPoint on my phone. This one, Kitty Part 1. Okay, let me pull this up. And I am going to do an edit, and then I'm going to do while I'm doing this, if you have your PowerPoint pulled up, you can start making circles or different shapes. I am just going to get some more colors in the recent colors here. So, sorry, I wanted to show you as this happens, or I would have had it set up already. Plus, it only saves so many colors. So, design, format background, I want solid fill. And if I'm on the app and I go down to more colors, okay, I'll just pick a whole bunch of them. These are some of my favorites. I have to click out of that color scheme to get to these stuff. Okay, so I'm gonna click out of it and go back. We're still under gradient, under design, format, background. Design is on top here, and color. Let's add this one. Change this one. I try to keep them all different colors. And then look at that one that's highlighted. And with the blue. Oh, that's kind of cool. I like that. Let's go back to the... Okay, I think that is the move. So I'm going to leave him alone. Let's see. I'm going to insert up on top and go down to shapes. And I'm going to insert an egg. Oh, did you see that? See, now it is even with all of them. They all have, all of them that are this size have that red arrows. And so now we got the blue background. We're going to go to design, format background, select the image again, gradient fill right here on the right. We're going to scroll down till we get to the colors, because I had on gradient and this is just the one that it filled in. Just the one that it chose to do. So let's do dark colors. We'll just pink. How's that go? See it? Oh, yeah, I think that's the move. There. I don't want blue anymore. Do I like this color? It's just trial and error till you find what you like, really. Alright, let's click on this one and see if that's the gradient that comes up when we insert another shape. Just sticking with this one for now. And we got the, now it's up and down is the same size, and now length, left to right is the same size. So hit gradient fill. Oh, it did. Cool. So whatever is the last gradient fill that you had highlighted is what it will fill in. So this is how I made that gradient fill. Let's just move them around a little bit. Okay. I'm going to go on my app and I'm going to add some more colors. I think I want to do, yeah, let's do like a pink. I'll pull up a bunch of pink colors. Doing that, and of course it's going to act funky. Alright, let's see what happens here. Click out. Gradient fill. Oh, there it is, the background. Okay. Let's put that back to solid. Highlight the egg that I want to mess with. And then there are the color ribbons. So I pulled up a bunch of pink colors. Change that one. looking pretty cool. It's just... see, it's still got that one highlighted. And I'm clicking on the ones that I want to change. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I should be able to add 3 more ribbons. Let's do a green. See if that looks good. And as I move to the left, it gets closer to the center. And it looks like it's got a nice little green center. And I move it back to the right. Okay, do you see the green changing? If I were to drag it up and let go, I would lose that whole ribbon. If I would have dragged it down and let go, I would have lost that ribbon. And you can actually undo and get them back. See, I really didn't want to make those changes. If I went too far, I just add it. Those two colors are way too similar. Oh, that's cool. Let's get rid of the blue. Let's add from the color wheel here. This is going to be your new color. This is what it is now. Yeah, I think that's the move. Green, where are you? I didn't see any. Oh, there it is. Okay. Moving towards the center, moving back to the edges, to the right. And break up some of that pink, though. That's a lot. Maybe I don't want green. See, green. But I want a lighter blue. Move this arrow up. And would that be aquamarine? Maybe. Okay. Alright, that's the move. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I hope you guys have at least a couple at this point. So morph. This is a cool one. Oh, do you see how it's lining up with the other ones? And if I accidentally make it too big or weird, I can just undo till I get back to where I want. Yep. Okay. Right. Well, we almost have them all out here, so we'll without lining them up perfectly, we'll just scatter them around. And anything over the white is going to show on the screen. So that one is still showing. See? I'm looking over here. We're on this slide right now. I'm moving this in. Now you can see it, etc., etc. Okay. So now we want to use these exact same pictures because morph is going to go from one slide and transition to the next and move to the new spot. It's pretty cool. Watch. So duplicate. Now I have two exactly the same. Okay. So one way I like to do it so I can see the original. See, I made it smaller over here to 30%. I want to make them bigger. But it's just easier to work with the images when you make it smaller. You could probably bring it up just a touch. All right, now they're all highlighted. Did you see how I did that? I'll do it one more time. Unhighlight, highlight this whole area. If any of the image is not highlighted, it won't select. See, these two weren't down there. But I don't have, fret not, you don't have to start over again if you don't want to. You can just hit your shift key and then click on the two images, and they're highlighted. If you want to do easy, Control C, Control V, duplicates everything. If you don't want to do it that way, you could do it with your mouse. Copy, paste. Oh yeah, see? Okay, but we don't really need that many because give it too many options, it'll freak out. All right, let's put them all in the middle of the screen. So I'll show you how that works. You could tell because this, you want the whole line all the way across. And there we go. Right in the bullseye. And, oh, see this picture, how it goes behind this? As you create images on your screen, they will layer on top of each other. If you don't want that to go behind, you keep it highlighted, right mouse click, and right here, bring to front. Watch. Oh, ta-da. And look, you can see that they're not even the same size. So let's change. Let's go this way. Kind of hard to see. Okay, so the lines, this line right here, this line right here, means that they're even with each other. That line. When you have a lot of images, it can get complicated. Alright, so this one's down to 1, this one's down to 1. This one needs to go to the center. It doesn't have to be on top. It doesn't matter. There will always be one top image, one bottom image. And I'm just moving each image right to the center until they are, the duplicates have all been moved to the middle. It's not going to be perfect. You can make it perfect, but I'm not. Okay, so if I highlight everything and then hit the backspace button, it's going to get rid of these middle ones that, remember we did the control, the copy, I moved all the copies to the middle, so now we want to get rid of the outside ones. The easiest way to me is to shift, and click, keep shift down and keep clicking. And backspace, or you could do a right mouse click and cut. Okay, now transitions. We're just gonna, oh, that's already got a morph on it. Cool, I didn't have to do that. So defaults at none. None. Okay, so if we were at, so yours isn't going to show morph when you click on it. That was just because I did a copy of mine. What you're going to want to do is go up to transitions, and we're there. So this drops down. You have all kinds of options for the way that it moves from one slide to the next. You can kind of think of it as this little in-between right here, because if you add animations after the transition, then the animations will begin, and that's a whole nother beast. Let's just worry about morph. See, isn't that cool? Okay. And then if you hit preview again, bam. Okay, now I'm going to duplicate slide 5. So I'll make sure it's still highlighted. Duplicate slide. Now it's exactly the same. Now I want to morph everything somewhere to another position. Let's just start taking them apart. See, look, you can see that they're all different sizes. That's okay. And the lines, the red lines and arrows just means that it's finding a common ground with another image to line up to. And you can eyeball it. And that's it. Okay. Let's make these a little bit more uniform. If you want to make once you make an image, also, if you, you know what, I'm getting way off track. Let's just do this. Sorry, it happens. All right, now, where can this guy go? Let's just, no, he's gonna, there, we'll put him here. Move that over. Oh, see how this edge right here is in the gray area? It's off the white screen. Look at this. Here, let me pull this to the right and make it bigger. Okay, see? This guy is this guy right here. Purple center. And now watch, move him over. He disappears because he's in the gray area now. Put him back. Alright, right there. Now, preview. I kind of want to look more. There we go. Now there's 4 on top, 4 in the middle, and 2 right here. Cool. And if you change, because this is the same shape as what's on slide 5, if you change this, here, I'll show you. Let's make this guy big. Another shape. Let's see what happens. Ooh, see that? Okay, but I don't want it to do that, so I'm going to undo it back to him. Now we'll preview again. Let's say we want to speed that transition up. So we're going to come here to duration. 1 second. Bam. And this 1.01 right here means that after the transition is done, if this was in slideshow motion, I'm not sure if it's going to show up. Let's try it. From current slide. Nope. Slideshow from current slide, or you could do from the beginning. Let's try from this one. Now try it. So I had to click it because it wasn't set to transition, or to, it was set to transition, but it wasn't set to go to the next slide. So you can make the delay into the next slide, so it would come out like it does here. Let's do it on this one, because it'll have to go into this slide. Here we go. See, it's 0.01. Let's put it at 0.1. Alright. Preview. I really hope that you can see this slideshow. Now it's going to go. Okay, I don't know. It's hard to tell. Let's carry on. Alright, let's make some different shapes. We got the kitty cat going from here. Let's make these shapes move. Okay, so I'm going to duplicate this slide. These are all pictures that I inserted. These I created just like the cat. It's just one shape after another. All these are just different geometric shapes put together. Put that. That's the eyeball. All it is a circle, but I made the background yellow. Click on that one. Nope. Maybe I grouped these. I think I grouped these two together. So I have it highlighted. Shape, format, group, ungroup. Now I can take them apart. Or I can put them back together. It's hard to get it just perfect. See all the lines where it's catching other images to line up to? Here, let's just go like that. Keep undoing, undo, undo. Okay, perfect. I don't like his tail. He's gonna be a tailless cat right now. Alright, so now I'm gonna highlight everything. Remember, if you don't catch every image, all you have to do is hit Shift, click on those images. Maybe you want to get rid of them, hold that Shift key down, click on it, it goes away, comes back, and so on and so forth. So, they're all highlighted, all the individual shapes. So I'm going to do Save As Picture. We'll name him Kitty 1. Okay. Let's go back to here. These, again, are only images. These are images that were separate, and I lumped them all together and did Save As Picture with the right mouse click. Save as picture. But it's already been saved as a picture. Okay, all these were inserted. Other slideshows that I've made. And we made the cat. So we want to insert up here on top. Then insert. Opens up this ribbon. Insert. We're not doing shapes again. That was the last time. We're doing pictures. And if you hover the mouse over it, it'll tell you, says insert pictures. Captain Obvious from this device. I could type it in and it'll search for all kitties. But let's scroll through and see what we have. Daisies. Oh, if anybody wants any pictures, hold on one second. I'll talk to you when I'm done. Sorry, guys. Insert. There's Bubble. These are all different flowers. Let's insert him. Oh, he comes on just like that. He's the newest image I added, so he is on top of all the other ones. Let's set this image on top of this pink doodad. And if we wanted to bring that doodad forward, we would go sent back. Or another way to do it would be to click on the doodad and bring to front. It depends on, you'll be able to tell. Sometimes you can't grab that picture. You have to go around this edge where it's highlighted to grab it. So now I can move that. But I have to go outside of that image to grab the, unless I bring it back to the front. I did not. I brought that doodad back. Bring to front. There it is. Okay. I don't want him though. I got a tail. Cut him. I don't want you anymore. Cut you. Insert picture from this device. Right. These are, yes, as I was saying, if you want me to send you any of these pictures, just go on daniellescozycorner.com, choose fundraiser, and make a nice little donation, whatever your heart moves you to, and then tell me what pictures you guys want. So I will do a picture upload that shows all of these. Not right now, obviously, and I'll add it to my Facebook page. So if you're like, oh, I want that image, I want this, you could call them stars, you don't have to call them gradient, but the reason I called them gradient was because this background is the gradient background. Remember when we went design, format background, gradient fill? Oh, I kind of like it. It's a lot. Kind of lose all the images. Remember, okay, so because I went to design format background, it unhighlights everything, so it's just going to do the background. I need it to not be so loud, so I'm going to change it to, we can leave it yellow. Okay. This is a lot going on, though. Let's just work with, he's fun. Copy. Alright, let's insert a new slide. Okay, maybe I didn't want that new slide there. I just grab onto it, left mouse click so you can hold on to it, and move it to wherever I want to. We'll put it right there. Okay. It's a blank page, so I'm going to paste what I had copied to make it bigger. Alright. So I'm going to insert. This is still insert. A blank page right there. I'm going to duplicate it. And I'm going to put this one right here. Did it go? No, it did not go. Okay. Right there, so that he's kind of isolated. And I don't have anything else busy going on. So I'm going to duplicate this one. This is kind of cool. So I'm going to Control C, Control V, or you could do the right mouse click, copy, and then do another one, paste. Oh, we don't need that one. Okay. What I want this one to do, let's see, they are completely matched because there's every outside angle. It's finding the outside and showing you that they're perfect. Okay, so I'm going to grab that one and I'm going to drag it to the right. And you'll know when they're the same size because you get that little red arrow. Delete. Oh, that's kind of cool. Cut him. Alright. Make sure. See? New slide. No transitions already on. That one morph. Okay. Preview. Ooh, cool. Let's move the... Okay, so it's going... This is slide 4. Let's move the original to this side. And then remember we duplicated the slide. And then we duplicated the picture. And then we pull it over. We folded it over and pulled it over here. Cool. I like that. Right. Duplicate. Maybe let's add some background. Okay, so I'm on slide 4 again. Design. Find the format background. And surprise, surprise, everything got unselected. But that's what I want to change the color of. I kind of like that. Let's use different backgrounds on each one, see what it does. Pink. Transition, we'll go back to the preview. I think I want to do orange. Is that the same orange as this one? Looks like it. duplicate slide number 5. Good. Alright. And let's make it get bigger as it morphs. See, I duplicated it, so it's still got morph. And as a default, it will always fill in 2 seconds when you create a new slide and add any. No, I take that back. Just morph. Morph. They each have their preset duration time. Oh, but look, there's nothing there. You want a 0.01. That's for when you go to make your slideshow so that it goes to the next. So Control C, Control V to make my duplicate. Maybe not. Control C, Control V. I want it to flip again, so I'm going to flip it. Oh, I got arrows right there, I think. It's hard to see sometimes. But I want it to not only flip, I want it to get bigger. Let's see what happens there. Okay. So this is where it started from. I'm going to delete the original because it has to search this out when it transitions. See? Transition. Let's just kind of center it a little bit better. See? Oh, that, I don't know if you can see that line all the way through. It means that it's perfectly in the middle. Okay, this will do the same thing. Maybe. Yep. Yep. There it is. It's real faint. You have to sometimes have really good eyes. I don't like the flip. Let's put it back. Now let's see what happens without the flip. I kind of like it. So that was from slide 5. It moved from here, transitioned into slide 6, and it landed there. So it's going to preview. It'll show you the transition from 5 going into 6. Preview. If I want to see slide 5's preview, that movement is from slide 4, that original picture, to slide 5. And you have to duplicate the pictures because they could look exactly the same, but if it's not the right picture, it won't find it. Or if you give it too many options, let's see what happens with too many options. Wait, I didn't like that. I wanted that back where I had it. Right there. Okay. Back over here. What is it going to show you? Oh, when it has more than one option. Let's make it bigger. See, it's still the same image, so you'll still get it to move there. I think it's still flipped. No, I flipped it. It's fine. Okay. But I don't want that flip. See if that makes a difference. I'm going to copy the image, and when this copies and when I paste it in whatever slide I choose, it's going to be in this exact position. It's going to look exactly like this. Okay. Right mouse click, paste. Okay. Now this one doesn't have the flip. This one has the flip. Okay. That'll just go. Sometimes it doesn't just go away, but usually it does. Alright, now it's got 2 images. It's going to morph from here. Let's see what happens. Okay, it chose the one that wasn't flipped. And this one just appeared. What if we flip it so that they're both flipped. What happens? It might just appear with no more. I wonder why I chose that one, not this one. Make this one smaller, see if that has anything to do with it. Because they're both flipped. They're both copies of that picture right here. Yep, it goes to the bigger one. Yep, it went to the bigger one. Okay, we learned something together. Alright, I'm tired of these ones. Here, I started showing you this guy, and then yesterday, and then I got distracted because they were turned into a cat. Alright, let's try and duplicate this guy. Nope, it didn't go away. Right, I'm going to insert. Shape. And I chose, these are basic shapes, different things that you can choose. So if I have only showed you the circle, oh, and then the 5-sided one, whatever that is, the cat. Oh, okay, here. This one's got 10 sides. Oh, it's a decagon. 8 sides, octagon, heptagon. Cat was 5. Pentagon. Oh man, just like the pentagon. Alright, let's go all out and go 12. So I'm going to draw in here. I don't really like this one, so I'm going to get rid of it. Let's do it again. Insert. Shape. Let's do 8. That's way more than 8 sides. 1, 2. I think it's 12. Insert. Shapes. I thought there was one 12. Yes, 12. Dodecagon. 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 Okay. I want it to be even. So I'm going to look for, it should give me arrows. Nope. I'm not sure. I think they're all even. This is, let's get rid of this guy. I don't need him there. Okay, now let's see. Put him right in the middle. Right in the crosshairs. Should tell me when he's even. Maybe not. Guess you just have to eyeball it. That's doesn't feel right. Anyways, let's move along. I could turn it. Well, look at that. It's definitely not even. I think it's pretty close. Alright, now insert for triangles. And so I wanted there to be a space between the decagon and this. And I want it to look like it's a smooth continuation from the decagon. And I gotta get rid of this blue. I'm not a fan of the blue. Okay. So, and after you insert the shape, it wants you to pick a color because it's got you right in the where you would go design, format, background. It already put you there. Solid fill. I don't want a solid fill because let's bring it back. Copy. Paste. See, it put it exactly where you copied it from on the screen, which can come in handy when things get a little bit more complicated. Alright, and this just doesn't, I think it's gotta go, let's try that, maybe. Looks pretty close to even. It's very precise. I'm thinking we got something here. Okay, so this, how the colors pattern like that, that's again gradient. I don't want the background though to change colors, so I'm going to go solid fill and gradient. That was the last gradient that we had from the egg before. Okay, let's do let's just kind of see what's the what, like that. And you definitely, I suggest, that's kind of cool. More colors, standard, and you can always tell the new from the current. Let's try and get away from the blue. And look at the colors palette that we have here. I mean, you could put whatever color, but sometimes I like to stick with like yellows or reds or pinks. See what that does. I kind of like it. Make more colors. No, that's too different. Let's change to a darker. I think it should, oh, maybe a red. Oh, that's kind of cool. Let's see what that does. And just like I did earlier, I went on the app, and it's just, you'll have to check it out. If you do edit, click on it, do design background, solid fill, and more colors at the bottom. You will find, I don't like that. And it's kind of similar to that pink. So it's yellow. I want that one. Okay, let's show you how we move them around. So to the left goes to the center, but maybe we don't want it in this shape, in the radial shape. Maybe we want lines. Maybe we want it to look like that. I wanted to do gradients, so since this is the last gradient that I worked on, I'm going to click on this shape and hit gradient fill. It'll duplicate it, but I want the colors to line up. So we're going to keep it on linear. I mean, it's lines, line linear. This is the, nope, direction is what I want. Just eyeball it until it looks the way you want it. There's no right, no wrong. Even do, let's see, rectangular, change directions. It doesn't really fit that shape with the triangle. What path? You don't get any options on directions. And if you do that, you're just changing it, so I'm going to undo back to what it was. I don't want this linear. I like... let's see. I'm just going to turn it. Okay. You know what? Let's let it look like an eyeball. Let's kind of change. I'm going to scroll down to get to the colors. Let's move around till I like it. And whatever color that click on is bringing it that color to the front. Like that. If I click on this one, it'll bring that color to the front. I like to kind of do uniform. Let's add another color. If there would have been ton up here, that would not have changed. So move this so it's going to be on top of all the other colors. Oh, wait. Okay, we're over here. I was looking at it backwards. I'm gonna change direction. I just don't like it. Alright. And here's the brilliant thing. If I don't like it, I can just get rid of it. And get rid of the whole slide. Cut that slide. I'm done with it. No more! Duplicate. Everything duplicated. Let's see if there's any transitions going on. None. Change that to morph. I'm gonna make it smaller so we can see more real estate. Alright, this is this picture, exactly. I'm not gonna do copies of them, but I'm going to move this guy over here, that guy there. It didn't take, so do it again. Sometimes if you go too far, it'll release it, and you'll have to do it again. Put Daisy over yonder. Okay, we have not moved him yet. I'm gonna go straight back. Alright, I'm on slide 7 now. I'm just gonna leave it. See, he didn't take. If I make it smaller, it'll probably be easier. Okay, so flower guy is here. I want him over here. Let's see, he's right here. Where am I going to make him move up here? This guy right here. Let's move him right there. And this guy's down here, so I'm gonna move there. And review. What the heck? Oh, there it goes. see that again. Bam. Make it go faster. It doesn't even have to be 1.5. You can highlight the whole time. Highlight the whole time. And you can manually enter it. So this is 01.50. 01.50. And I'm going to type in 0.2. So that'll equate to 0.20. That's a quick one. Let's preview how fast that goes. You can see it. It's too fast. Way too fast. Alright, let's slow it down. So let's increase the speed. Preview it again. I think I'm super happy with it. Good. Right. Hey guys, it's on 10 o'clock. Let's move everything to the center. Go out with a bang. And if you want to stay on, I'm going to pull up my YouTube and show you my hearts there, if it'll translate. Yesterday, oh, hold on, we didn't fill in any of the pattern we were doing. We need to do that. Come on. I'm going too fast. It's tweaking out. Preview. There it goes. Okay. Close that. Shoot. Okay. I apologize. Let me pull PowerPoint back up. Yikes. Don't leave. Don't leave. All right, here it comes. Oh,